What's going on YouTube? Thomas out here. And there's now is the new historical period piece film Colette, and opening next week is the new Nutcracker movie, both of which stars the always gorgeous and talented Keira Knightley. So I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 favorite Keira Knightley movies because Keira Knightley is just an amazing actress and think she never won an Oscar because I always thought she had the talent for to become an Oscar win. Hopefully, one of these days she'll have an Oscar on her mantle, but we'll see what happens there. Because I mean, she's been around for a while, and she's a really good actress, and she's been in a lot of interesting stuff. So here's my top 10 Knightley films. Coming in at number 10 is the 2014 film she was in called The Imitation Game, which is a biopic about famed mathematician genius Alan Turing, and it starred Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, Keira Knightley played like his love interest in this, and Keira Knightley was amazing. I think she scored a Best Supporting Actress nomination for this, if I'm not mistaken, and Benedict Cumberbatch scored an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Well deserved too. They had pretty good performances. That movie is a little slow at times, but it's pretty interesting. It's a nice period piece film worth checking out. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen Imitation Game, give it a go. It's pretty good. All right. Coming in at number 9 will be the 2002 soccer film Bandit Like Beckham. Now, this was actually Knightley's earliest, mainly breakthrough films. It's pretty decent. It's a nice little soccer film. The lead actress in it was pretty good. The actress name is Perminder Nagra. I always mispronounce her name, but she was really good. This is probably one of my favorite soccer movies as well. Maybe down the line I'll probably do a list of best soccer movies. But Band Like Beckham's really good. Keira Knightley was amazing as always. He even had John DeReese Myers, who's always awesome when he's on his game. If you guys still haven't seen Bandit Like Beckham, I definitely highly recommend it. And no, it's not a David Beckham biopic, by the way, because of the name Beckham in it. All right, coming in at number 8 is more of an underrated gem, and that will be this 2014 movie Keira Knightley did called Laggies, which was directed by Lynn Shelton. This movie is a really nice little film from A24, which I love. Now, here's what the film's about. And Keira Knightley plays a girl named Megan who when her boyfriend proposes, she takes the opportunities to escape for a week, and she hides out at like her new friend played by Chloe Moretz's home, and she tries to become like a teenager again. If you want to look at it. Sam Rockwell's always awesome. He was in this. Sam Rockwell actually played Chloe Moretz's dad, and he was awesome. Ellie Capper appeared in this. Mark Webber, Jeff Garlin. It's always cool to see Jeff Garlin on screen. Yeah, Laggies is amazing. It's really completely underrated. I don't really hear many people talking about it. But if you get a chance and see a film called Laggies in like Netflix or whatever, check it out. It's pretty cute and charming. And Knightley was actually really good in that. All right, coming in at number 7 is another really underrated gem, and that would be Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Now, the movie has a terrible title, but the movie is actually really good. It's a film that stars Steve Carell and Keira Knightley, and it's pretty much like a world trip, like a road trip, end of the world film. It was directed by Lorene Scarify, who's also planning to direct this stripper-based movie with Jennifer Lopez, which I'm kind of interested in. And she also did The Meddler. She was also on the shortlist to do Captain Marvel. No, not a Captain Marvel. Black Widow. That's what she was on to do. Now I thought Steve Carell and Keira Knightley in this. They both worked together really well. The cast in this also included the like of Adam Brody, Connie Brennan, Rob Corddry, Melanie Linsky. And it's also one of the earliest movies that Amy Schumer was in, way before she became a little bigger than she is now. The movie came out in 2012, and it's a shame more people haven't seen it yet. It's really solid. If you guys haven't seen Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, it's a dumb name, but the movie is actually not bad. All right, coming in. Coming in at number 6 is Atonement. Now, this film is based on a novel and it's directed by Joe Wright, who worked with Keira Knightley a couple of times. Atonement is actually probably one of my favorite period pieces movies, of recent years. The film is led by Keira Knightley and James McAvoy, and they both work together really well. A young Juno Temple is in this. Benedict Cumberbatch, again with Benedict Cumberbatch. Those two work together pretty well. Yeah, this is a really nice romance period piece film worth checking out. Keira Knightley gave probably one of her better performances in years. I never read the book, so I can't really compare the book and the movie together, but Atonement is a really decent period piece film worth checking out. All right, coming in at number 5 is the 2014 music drama film called Begin Again. This film was directed by John Carney, who recently directed Sing Street, which was also amazing. Now, this movie I simply adore Begin Again. It was probably one of my favorite, it was in my top 20 favorite movies when it came out. It's really good. I mean, it had the likes of James Corden, Mark Ruffalo was in this. You had Mos Def, Haley Steinfeld, pretty decent cast. Oh, and Adam Levine as CeeLo was also in this for all you voice fans. I mean, if you guys still haven't had a chance to check out Begin Again, it has some really good music in it, good performances. I mean, some of the songs is as memorable as, let's say, Sing Street, but they're some pretty decent songs in this. Yeah, I highly recommend Begin Again. It's a really good one. Worth checking out. All right. Coming in at number 4 is Domino. Now, not to be confused with the Domino from Deadpool. Now, this Domino is probably one of Keira Knightley's most darkest roles she's ever done, and I simply adore her in this. It's directed by the late great Tony Scott. Man, I miss that guy. And Keira Knightley is a bounty hunter in this, and boy, she kicked loads of butts in this. Besides Knightley, you also had the likes of Mickey Rourke, Edgar Ramirez, Monique, Mina Savari, Macy Gray. Really solid cast. This movie is a little slow at times, but it's actually pretty decent, and it's worth checking out. It's Keira Knightley. I mean, she was just amazing in this role as well. Too bad they never went ahead and did a sequel to Domino. I always thought it was worthy for a sequel, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen Keira Knightley's film Domino yet, it's another Knightley film worth checking out. All right, coming in at number three will be Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, most people will have this a little, higher, like probably at number one and number two, but I have it a little like at number three. Because Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom are both really amazing. Thus, you also had Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. And Knightley's character's name in this is Elizabeth Swan, and Knightley was really good. Like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies aren't like great movies by any means, but they're pretty fun to watch at times. And Knightley really is one of the actors who made some of these movies work. The only one she didn't really appear in was I think it was the fourth one. I think the fourth one. Yeah, I think it was the fourth one that had Penelope Cruz as the lead, but she appeared in like the other ones. I'll be down to see her appearing playing the role again in the future, but we'll see what happens there. They are supposed to reboot Pirates, so I highly doubt we'll see Natalie back as this role again. But who knows? Anything's possible. All right, coming in at number two is Love Actually. This is probably one of the best romantic comedies of all time. It's completely a cute and charming rom com. Keira Knightley and Chiwetel Ejiofor actually sort of play love interests in this, if you will. You had the likes of let me pull up the cast list. This has such a big cast list; it's really hard to really remember the cast list in your head. It was directed by the always good Richard Curtis. Liam Neeson was in this. Colin Firth, Emma Thompson, Andrew Lincoln for all you Walking Dead fans. It's really good. It's actually really cute, charming Christmas. It's actually a good film to watch on both Christmas and Valentine's Day. So if you want to like watch a romance film on both either Christmas or Valentine's Day, this is one you can watch both days. I mean, it's a really cute and charming film. If for every reason you guys still haven't seen Love Actually, give it a go. They actually did like a Chiwetel Ejiofor and Keira Knightley did like a reunion for Love Actually last year at that Red Nose event thing. That was actually pretty cool. Just say. All right, coming in at number one will be Pride and Prejudice. Now, this is of course based on the classic Jane Austen novel and was also directed by Joe Wright. Keira Knightley is like the queen of period piece. Like almost lots of movies she's been in are period piece films. Hey, not complaining. She's really good at these type of roles. And this she actually worked with actor Matthew McFadden and Donald Sullivan. Jude Dench was also in this. Carey Mulligan. Pretty cool cast. And Natalie as Elizabeth Bennet was amazing. Although my favorite portrayal of Elizabeth Bennet will probably be a recent one, and that would be Lily James for the zombie one. But Keira Knightley still played the role perfectly. I mean, the movie is pretty cute. It's charming. The film also had some pretty decent performances. If you guys haven't seen Prime Prejudice, the 2005 one, give that one a go. Especially if you're like a fan of period piece. This is probably one of my favorite period piece films in the years, and it's a really good one. All right, that's pretty much all. Let me do the rundown. Number 10, The Imitation Game. Number 9, Bandit Like Beckham. Number 8, Laggies. Number 7, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Number 6, Atonement. 5, Begin Again. 4, Domino. 3, Pirates of the Caribbean. 2, Love Actually. And number 1, Pride and Prejudice. Now, she's been in loads of other ones I could have added. The Jack Ryan film with Chris Pine's a good one. She was also in Phantom Menace. She was also in Anna Karenina, but I thought that was really boring. The Duchess, she was pretty good in. I can't wait to see that Aftermath movie, by the way. But yeah, let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite Keira Knightley movies? Drop a comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.